Hello there, welcome to my humble little channel. My name is Adam We Are Now. I want to talk about veganism. Now, some of you might cringe at that thought, at that word, because you've been programmed to believe that it's, well, not good. And yeah, I used to think the same. Now, when I was a very, very young boy, I wanted to be vegetarian. I heard about vegetarianism and I thought, whoa, I can eat food without hurting animals. Cool. But the people around me were like, no, Adam, you need to eat meat. You have to eat animals. It's just the way it is. And I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. And then for the longest time of eating meat, steak, bacon, pork, chicken, fish, all that good stuff, when I went into hospital with psychosis, I was hearing voices telling me to go vegan. And I did comply with the voices sometimes, because when I never complied, it just caused absolute chaos within the ward. I won't go into it, but it was absolutely insane. And then once I left hospital, I was, eating meat again. Square sausage, tuna, sardines, steak, all that good stuff. Before I went into hospital, I actually went pescatarian, which means you eat fish and vegetables, but no chicken, no beef, nothing like that. And that didn't last really long, but after I came out of hospital, I was back to eating meat again, usual. And then, when I went on holiday in Bali, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to do a bunch of research. I want to see what veganism truly is. And so I did. I done hours upon hours upon hours of research, and I came to the conclusion that veganism is not only good for our bodies, but it's also good for the planet, it's good for our minds. And I was like, whoa, well then, in that case, I think I should go vegan. Now, of course, I could be totally wrong. Maybe the things I was reading is absolute nonsense, but I trust my ability to do research, and I've came to the conclusion that being vegan is actually a really good thing. Now, I'll be lying to you if I said I'm a true vegan. I do enjoy me a pre-made sandwich from the shop, like tuna mayo, cheese and ham. I'm in the transitioning phase of going full vegan. It's not impossible, it's a little bit challenging, but when I do become fully vegan, if I don't change my mind, I'd be really, really happy because, well, I care about animals. And see, this is the thing, right? I don't have a problem with hunting, killing, and eating an animal. That's not a problem for me. What I don't like is factory farming, where we literally torture the animals for their entire life and then eat them. That doesn't sit right with me. Now, you could argue that being vegan is unnatural because animals eat meat and we're animals. Well, that's a touchy subject. Oh, battery thing on my phone. That's a confusing subject. Are we animals or are we creations of God? I don't freaking know. But what I do know is that imagine like for example, right, dogs can be vegan, but cats can't. So how do we solve the problem of feeding our pets and animals in the wild meat when we are trying to not eat meat ourselves? Imagine an ideal world where we have farms, right? But it's not factory farming, it's open field farms for the cows, chickens, pigs, whatever. And we let them, die on their own terms. And then we feed them to our pets or our zoo animals or whatever, even though I don't agree with zoos at all, and zoos should not exist in my opinion. But imagine a perfect world where we don't eat animals, but we give them a good life and we still use their resources, but we don't torture them like we do. If you don't know what factory farming is, look it up and you'll be absolutely disgusted. So since Bali, I've decided to attempt to go vegan, and yeah, it has been a little bit challenging, but I want to help myself, I want to help the world, I want to help my brain, I want to make a difference, even if that difference is small. To me, it matters because it makes my soul feel good. But yeah, I recommend veganism, it's good. I mean, I'm not going to call you a Nazi if you're not a vegan, unlike that one lady, but I understand. Meat is addictive. We've been programmed for all of our lives to be told that it's normal, but I personally don't believe it is. But I would hunt, kill and eat an animal because, like I said, I don't have a problem with killing an animal. It's torturing them that I don't like. That's why I'm vegan, or trying to be vegan. But yeah, that's all I have for you. Try it, veganism. You might like it. You know, I eat lots of broccoli, potatoes, peanuts, beans, oats. What else? Fruit. Lots of fruit. And I feel pretty good. But that's all I have for you. So yeah, stop getting high on social media. Start getting high on life. May the universe guide you.